speaking of some Chris Taylor trades, there have been a lot of reports around Nolan Arenado, and Fabian Ardaya kind of put a lot of them to bed today. Said the Dodgers are not considering a Nolan Arenado trade, was the gist of it. League sources strongly indicated to The Athletic that a deal for Arenado is not a possibility the organization has considered. I feel like most people are in agreement on this, but I'll ask you, is it a mistake for the Dodgers not to be in on Arenado, or is this the right move given the situation the Dodgers find themselves in?
Yeah. You and I were texting about this earlier, right? Full disclosure. No, I don't want any part of that.
Yeah.
The guy can still pick it, and he's still probably he's a decent enough hitter still. But just I don't think they need to play in that swimming pool right now. The contract is what it is. I think they have a guy who can play third base, who, when he's healthy, is still producing with the slug. Yeah. So I think they're fine in that situation. And to me, there's just no need, and it's probably a lot more. I think the reason why these rumors are out there as much as they are is because the Cardinals media did a story either yesterday or today that said Arenado has not asked for a trade, but that the front office is very well, their intention is to explore things because they want to, quote unquote, do right by him.
Well, and I think a report came out today that they've given his agent permission to seek trades. I believe that may have happened today.
Yeah. So I think it is their intention to try to move him, whether he's explicitly asked for something to be done or not. But I think a lot of this stuff, like, the IG story, like all of that kind of stuff, is probably him really angling to try to get into the organization more so than the organization is looking to go pick up Nolan Arenado.
Yeah. I'll say this, like if Nolan Arenado, if
a lot
the
of thirst trapping going on.
Well, yeah, if the profile of Nolan Arenado existed in like a corner outfield, i.e. a spot where the Dodgers actually had a need, then you could talk me into like a guy who's probably on the decline, but big name, still has a couple traits that are high level in his case, whiff rate, strikeout rate, defense, all very, very good. Like, if that profile existed on a spot on the roster that was not currently filled, sure, let's talk. Let's see if we can make the financials work. Let's see if we can swap Chris Taylor. But in his case, you're looking at a guy, the numbers are declining. And again, I've posted this stuff before, but his weighted runs created plus was 149 in 2022. He's now put together back-to-back seasons at 106 and 102. He turns 34 in April. The tax number is $25.5 million a year for the next 3 years. His exit velocity, barrel rate, hard hit rate, all bottom 12th percentile of all of Major League Baseball. And the number that I said scares me the most is bat speed. He's in the 28th percentile for bat speed, which isn't great. Now, the other piece of this that you've already touched on that maybe is a surprise to people that aren't paying super close attention, the Dodgers already have a third baseman who's better than Nolan Arenado on the roster. His name's Max Muncy. Now, he's not better defensively. Okay, Arenado still grades out pretty high level defensively. But I mentioned Arenado, 106, 102, weighted run created plus the last 2 years. Max Muncy's weighted runs created plus is increasing. It's gone from 106 2 years ago to 135 last year. The barrel rate, 68th percentile this past season. Bat speed, better than Arenado's. Not great, 39th percentile, but better than Arenado. And oh, by the way, the last piece, Max Muncy's in year 2 of a 2-year, $24 million contract that, wait for it, has a $10 million club option. So Max Muncy's basically on a 2-year, $22 million deal right now. Yeah. And you're telling me they're going to trade for a guy to replace him that has $76.5 million in luxury tax money still on his contract? This one makes no sense from every level, which is why I'm not at all surprised that the Dodgers via Fabian Ardaya have come out and said, hey, hard pass, we're good. Like, we're not even going to let that swimming pool fill up even the slightest. We're out.
There was no front office talk on that one. It was just like, no, we're good, bro.
Yeah.
Yeah. Which is kind of, same. I think a lot of the Dodger faithful probably feel the same. Arenado had a chance and he passed on it, and that ship has sailed now, I think.
Yeah. Ravishing Rude says, no thanks, pass on Nolan. Murakami 25-26. Murakami's another one of these guys who's coming over in the next couple of years. So he's got a fan in Ravishing Rude there with the super chat.